ASG TMON PA Scope gives infrastructure and operations leaders and their operations teams a modern, intuitive performance management solution that presents a graphical end-to-end view of near real-time and historical system alerts aggregated across technology silos into a single value stream, as well as a dynamic visual of the metrics driving alerts. We will start with a heat map of alerts that have been issued in the past 24 hours. The range of time being viewed can easily be changed. There are some predefined options, as well as the ability to pick a specific date-time range. The filters on the left display the defined business views, as well as the relative platforms, categories, and assets. In this heat map, users gain an understanding of the pattern of alerts that have occurred over time, see how widespread the patterns are, and what is being affected as the problem is developing. The filter criteria and date-time selector are common across the views. As you move between the views, the criteria you have selected will follow you. To narrow down the focus of the alerts that have occurred in the last 24 hours, then we'll go over and select one of our business views that we are interested in. I'm going to select Portal. Portal moves to the top, and then we'll see the relevant alerts for Portal. If any of these had been warnings instead of alerts, critical alerts, they would have shown up in yellow instead of just the red. So all we're seeing here are critical alerts. I'd like to know more about these alerts, so I'll select the option to switch over to the alert list view. In this view, we see the alerts based on the associated business view, platform, and category of the alert, and affected system based on the filter selections chosen in the heat map view. This view could be accessed initially versus using the heat map first. In this example, we see more details about the alerts seen in the heat map. We can also use this to look at the recent alerts to help understand possible causes and what is impacted by the problems. The list of alerts we are looking at is sortable by any criteria. You can also filter it by text searches, and you can refine the time range that it covers, as well as the current filter selection. You may, for example, want to expand the time that you are looking at alerts for. Because the filter criteria were chosen in the heat map view, this alert list view is already populated with problems that are relevant to what was shown there. By selecting the alert you are interested in, you are shown details of the properties of the alert and the metric values which caused the alert to be triggered. Sort of interactive within the limited time range, you can get an indication of what the numbers were that triggered the alert. In this metrics window, you can also zoom in and out to expand at what you are looking at. We've been looking at TMON PA Scope through the alert list view. So let's jump over to the new alert analysis view. We call this a bubble chart. And within each of these bubbles in the chart, you'll see the different colors represent different perspectives. So a business view, platform, category. And within each of these bubbles is represented the total number of alerts that affected it, as well as a percentage. And that percentage is a change from a previous time frame. So in this example, we're looking at the last 72 hours. And so that percentage change would represent the difference between the previous 72 hours and the current 72 hours that we're looking at. So that's where the baseline comes from. If you change that, of course, to 24 hours, then the percentage change would be from the previous 24 hours. Across the top here, we see something new, and these represent the different bubbles, the colors, or the categories. And we can turn each of those on or off depending on what we'd like to see. On the left, we have the same filtering that we've had from the beginning. And in here, we can, of course, then filter out, in or out, what we'd like to see. So in this case, I'm going to select processor. And so everything in the bubbles changes to represent just the view from the processor, right, on how each of these were impacted. We can, of course, clear that. And then once you drill down into a specific area, I'll pick processor again. We can go back to the alert list view where we can get into the details more about what was going on then. So this is presenting yet a different way, an analysis of the alerts and looking at a change in time, right? The baseline from the previous same time frame. Thank you for your time. Please let us know if you have any questions.